Welcome back, guys. How's it going? I finished a training game with a 700 rapid rated beginner. We're gonna go over the handful of game plans that you have in the Grunfeld system against the London system. Okay, so we know what a London system is, and we know what a Grunfeld setup is now. Okay, so this is here. The few game plans that you do have, I encourage C5. That's the main line. Just basically play for a open game. Okay. And London players, they typically just stick to what they play, and then now you have the option of either grabbing more space, developing your knight, and then just learn to play either getting that pawn or how to get it back. Okay. You could take right away if you wanted to, and you see the game is fairly equal. Maybe you do decide to expand C5. Okay. Let's just say you do that. You decide to develop. You can always double fiend kettle. And then the bishop can go to A6 if you wanted to. Okay, so that's the main line. And then the other side line is the C6. Keep in mind you can play this as white as well too. And then from here you can this works well if you're against the Jababa players, because Jababa players like to put their knight on C3 and then jump on to B5 to strike on that weak C7 square. But obviously this doesn't work now, right? Because we have that played. When you play C6, there's generally two game plans. Okay, you can either expand with B5, A5 and play queenside, or you can't play up the E file. So we'll go through both plans. Let's just say they just play the London autopilot. Yeah, so you can grab more space if you want now, and then so now you got counterplay on the queen side, and then find where you want your bishop and knight to go. Okay, so that is the C6 and expand with B5, A5 planned. And when you do play C6, you can play and prep up E5, so fight for the E file. Again, let's just say they just play an autopilot. For you to strike back with E5, you'd have to prep up your knight. Okay, your rook. Okay. Yeah, but we're still overpowered. So let's just say, I don't know, white just do something passive like this. You can undevelop or sort of open up your bishop. Okay. Which now strikes that D5 square. And let's just say, they don't count. They're not paying attention. You can prep it even with F6 and then E5 if you wanted to. Okay, and now you get that nice center now. And for them to do anything, they have to strike back. Taking the bishop right away is fine as well too. But then this is not a bad position for white. They got that more similar to Moroxy bind there. Okay, so that is the E5 plan when you play C6. And then the other Salan that I play occasionally, and you can't combine it with C5 or C6. It's just depending on what black does. That bishop is a target now, and because white's castled, we're not too worried about counterplay on the H file now, where the workus normally is. So you can just immediately target that bishop, and if they ever decide to go over there, now you get free expansion with Tempe. Either is fine. It just doesn't matter. And now you get a nice healthy center. And white has to react, because if they don't, you just fork in. Okay, so that is one way how this knight h5 line can go. If they go here, I wouldn't even bother with that bishop, and then just continue with your queenside kind of play. Okay, and then just continue with your Grunfeld game. All right, either grab more space or develop your other knight. And then in my game, right, you know, the London, you know, the Grunfeld is now. Right, that was an error. Okay, so we're playing knight h5. And, all right, break out of your routine now. Play solid chess. Here I see a tactic, so if you see a game plan, it's not necessarily Hinge's top move. That's okay. From human perspective, you know, you can have 3 or 4 lines that play well. You know, here white should give up the rook and checkmate. Thanks for joining me, guys. So we know the plans now for London now. There's the main line c5. There's your c6 and the associated plans with either prepping with e5 or expanding with b5. And then you can play the other sideline if the opportunity is there, is knight h5, and then try to grab that bishop. Thanks for joining me, guys. I hope this clarifies all the plans for the Grunfeld system against the London. And keep in mind, you can play it with either colors, if you're white or black with the Grunfeld system. Thanks, guys.